If you're constantly feeling drained, unfocused, and uninspired and overwhelmed, it's probably not your fault. It's probably just because you're too plugged into technology. So the problem with the modern day man is that our lifestyle is focused around technology. And most people are glued to a computer screen or their phones for almost most of the day. You know, if you're working at an office, you wake up, you check notifications, commute to the office, and you're probably listening to something when you're commuting to work. And when you get to the office, the first thing you do is open up your laptop, start checking emails, and you work all day on your laptop. For some people, even when they're having lunch, they're looking at a screen. And when they get back home, they watch Netflix or watch a YouTube video while they're having dinner. And then the only time they get off their screen is when they go to a gym or when they go to bed. And the fact of the matter is, humans were never designed to live this way. We were designed to walk in nature, breathe fresh air, move, and see the sky and the sunlight. And as we all know, time in nature is shown to lower cortisol and give you more mental clarity. It's kind of like a reset button for your mind. Even just walking for 20 minutes in nature restores mental clarity. And even me personally, I'm always conscious of the fact that I'm working remotely. So from the time that I get up till when I go to bed, I'm always on my laptop or my phone. And I've always got work calls, notifications popping up, and that's going to naturally be draining to your mind. So a good action step after you watch this video is go for a walk for 2 hours and don't take your phone, and go out into nature as much as possible from, the closest place to where you live, and don't take your Apple Watch, your phone or anything, and just see how you feel when you come back. See how much more productive you are and see how much more mental capacity you have. And there's been people throughout history like Leonardo da Vinci, who lived in a different time, obviously, where there was no, laptops, smartphones, but he used to walk through the forests of Italy and observe birds, how water flowed, and how the sunlight reflected onto leaves. And he would come back with these deep observations and come up with ideas in his workshop. Another more recent example of this would be Steve Jobs, who famously took long walks out in nature, often barefoot and in silence. And he was pretty big on Eastern philosophy and things like silent retreats. And many of Apple's minimalist products seem to have come from Steve's belief in Eastern simplicity. So it's pretty clear that innovation doesn't just come from staring at a screen or grinding harder. It often comes from walking or sitting in silence. And I believe that nature is a perfect place to do that. So again, if you're feeling mentally drained and often unfocused, I would urge you to take just 1 hour to switch off all your technology and go outside into nature, take a long walk, and just be with yourself and see how much better you feel when you come back. Alright, so the video got cut off last night as I was filming the last bit, but in summary, my reflection for the day was to spend less time scrolling random videos and watching too many YouTube videos. Spend more time with yourself or reading a book, and go out into nature more often, even if it's just for 30 minutes or an hour, and see how much better you feel.